Turn me up, turn me up. Don't worry, daddy's home. What up, guys? How's everyone doing? I'm just trolling here. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Man, yeah, just going for a live stream, a little walk, a little live session for you guys. We had a great day. Let me just go ahead and put that out there right now. Have you guys been watching the price action lately? This is gonna be a pretty short live stream. Just want to, chat, catch up with everybody. And oh, look, we've already got 2 likes on the video. I appreciate you guys. I think there's 0 viewers, but 2 likes, so I appreciate it. Yeah, just wanted to catch up and kind of talk about what's going on with Polestar. And yeah, shorts are gonna lose, I think. What are you guys thinking? How you guys feeling? We had a pretty good day. We've kind of talked about some of this stuff yesterday. Actually, we're talking about how the volume, we just needed that volume pick up. The range was starting to tighten up. We'll take a look at that. Not many people will probably join. Everybody's probably out and about right now. I had some plans and actually didn't. Well, I was gonna hang out with some of my homies, but we ended up not doing anything. So I'm chilling here tonight. Gonna probably do some unusual whales or something. I don't know. But I wanted to go live anyway, just to give you guys an update on Polestar in general and stuff. But if you guys don't mind, when you watch the video, just take a second and hit the like button for me. I think it's working. It's getting these videos out to other people and making people aware of a potential short squeeze. You know, you never know. You never know. But yeah, we'll definitely take a look at the chart. And just want to give you guys some quick stats for today. It's a pretty amazing day today. Am I right? 5%. Yesterday was just like 1.5, 1.7. And yeah, it's baby steps, baby steps. But I can almost see us, waking up to or having a great day where it's like 30%, 40%. Hopefully soon, hopefully this week. Actually, this week's going to be pretty insane because we have tons of expiration options expiring this week. So, I mean, even from the silence, I think it's going to be a show for sure, just to see if we can get those in the money. There's a lot of options in the $10 and the $12.50. So we'll kind of see how that's going towards the end of the week. And obviously, I'll try to stream as many times as I can. So definitely subscribe or hit the like button if you can. First thing I just want to point out, volume is picking up. That's the most important thing, I think, because that's going to really drive up some of the price and can get more eyes on people too. So the range is still tightening up. I think I can basically show it. Our low, let's see, where's the low at? Days range about 80 cents, 960 to 1040. We're closing near the top end, and I mean basically break even after hours. Don't really care too much about the after hours because there's no volume, so price change really pretty easily. But yeah, yesterday we were just talking about the range. We had like, what was it, the low eights. These were tough days for everybody, I think. 864, 950, so that was like 90, almost a whole dollar difference. Slowly starting to curl up, coil and stuff, tying up the range. The thing was like volume was the same. Now we finally got that burst of volume and we're starting to get new highs. Because you can see previously we closed like our high was 978 and then previous was 996, so we weren't really breaking into newer highs until today. So and honestly, just breaking $10 I think was a big accomplishment. So yeah, I think it's good. And I guess I'll go ahead and get started with the chart. Basically what I mean by the coiling, just kind of like our range, our price isn't isolating so much. So like, for example, let me see if I can explain something. It'll be a kind of a weird example, but our price range was kind of like this, and then slowly it's kind of coiling. So really we just kind of broke out, kind of like an ascending wedge or something like that. So that's kind of a weird example, but I guess that'll work. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the price. Yesterday we did talk about, what was it, one of this descending wedge here, and I told you guys if we could break out of it, because we actually got that through this indicator that I got. And see, I'll show you guys. We had a wedge right here. It's not there anymore, but we said if we can break through there, then we had a nice breakout, and that's exactly what happened. So that's great to see. Right now we're still overall the channel uptrend. Let me go ahead and this channel here. So that's good, still bullish and an uptrend. And let me switch to my other real quick. Actually, this is with the MACD and stuff. We were talking about the MACD yesterday as well. What do we say about the MACD? I might need to switch time frames. I like having this down here, but sometimes it gets in the way. Let me put it back up here. MACD was looking good today. Actually, we were up for the most part. That's really what drove this. But I think I like the MACD on the 1 hour actually, which is still bullish. Like we're actually above the midpoint, and we're still above the signal. It's the signal, the purple one, or is that the MACD? I don't know the terms for these lines, but the green is it needs to stay above. So we're still good. Volume's kind of decreasing or whatever, but it's still on the uptrend. Moving to the 4 hour, this is the one that the homie likes. Looking very good actually. So yesterday, I think we were trying to cross yesterday. Was that yesterday? About yesterday, yeah. So that's 8 hours. So yeah, we were kind of trending across our volumes on the other end. So that's good too. And then, like I said, it's finally crossed. We still have a long way to go. Actually, we got all this that we can possibly go to, right? And the green line will have to cross the midpoint, and then we can continue uptrending. So this will be probably an inflection point. Let's see, where could that be? That would probably come around this price, I would assume, $11. Maybe a little higher, like maybe 11.80 or something. Oops, I didn't know I still had that. But yeah, that'll be something we'll look at. This is definitely on the 4 hour, but I think overall it's looking pretty good. And let me actually go ahead and see if we can apply new trend lines, because this indicator has been helping me out. This is on the 4 hour, nothing that we see there. This is on the 1 hour. So we see a new trend line that they formed for us. We're going to go ahead and add it just to see if we can have it. So that looks like a trend that we might consider doing. I'm going to go ahead and clear this one out the way. And let me go to a 30-minute. 30-minute usually has a... Oh, here's the one that we saw yesterday, the 30-minute. This is the one that we were talking about yesterday. So once we broke that, you can see that volume spike came in. So this one, it has basically one here. So this will be a trend to watch to I guess determine a change in trend. We'll kind of see how that plays out. That's on the 30-minute, and I guess on the 1 hour too. Other than that, we don't really have any other trend lines that are actually valuable to us, honestly. Everything else is kind of very linear, coming from more related to this downtrend. So yeah, I think we're pretty much good. I think the only other trend like resistance is going to be all these horizontal ones. So let me just switch back over. And yeah, so what are we looking at? I might need to go to a higher time frame to get a cleaner picture for you guys. Let me switch that. So obviously we're above $10, which is massive for us, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead and activate. I feel like I'm playing some game activating. I'm gonna do the volume indicator here. So this is really good, right? So we're on the daily. Our indicator, the volume profile, like the biggest volume profile, is around $10, I would say. So I mean, we're bullish. We're sitting pretty good. I wonder. I'm thinking we come back to 1060 something on Monday. On the daily, actually, we haven't crossed the signal or whatever. So. But you can see that the volume is starting to change from red to white. That's the colors that I have it set up. So hopefully we can get something like this, and then we can hopefully get a crossover like that. Obviously that doesn't reflect very nice on the chart, but it could be something like this, you know, something like this, where it's, you know, flipping to the other side. If we can get it to the flip to the other side. I think the reason this didn't actually have any price action is because it came down and then it came back down, so it never really crossed the midpoint, right? But I think that's what that is. I don't know. I'm still learning the MACD, but something that we'll keep learning, I guess. I wanted to show you guys the volume profile on like 1 hour too, because this is actually something else. Like basically the $10 is like very important for us, and I think closing in $10 actually got us a few contracts in the money, so we can actually go ahead and pull that up if you want. Let me go intratrade. This is Unusual Wells. Like I said, if you guys want to check them out, I always put the links to all the stuff that I use. TradingView, Unusual Wells, I put all that stuff in the comments, and whatever, you guys know how I just put that if you guys want a discount or something, and it helps out the channel. But today, 7-8, we got a lot of contracts that came in. It's not a ton by any means, but it's good. So $10, we had about 800 for sure. There was 11 that carried over. Then we had 500 in volume. So I think best case scenario, we had about 1,300 contracts. So 1,300 times 100, what's that? 130. Let's see, let me make sure I can do this right. Was that like 1,300 times 100? Like 130,000 shares. So that's just for the $10 strikes. And then we had 500, about 700. And the best part, I guess, about all this is that we had all these contracts out here expire outside the money. So that's the better part of it, or whatever. But yeah, I honestly, a pretty good week. You guys can tell from the chart. The biggest thing, and like I said, it's the coming weeks. Well, this coming week, actually, specifically, we have 17,000 open contracts for those 1250s. And then we have everything under here, like 18,000 for $10, right? And we really want to burn all these puts that are down deep down here. So, I mean, I would be really impressed if we can get the 15s, but honestly, I think we'll probably end up having a battle around $11, $12, or $11.50 to $12.50. We could probably have a battle in between here, because they'll try to keep these out the money. Hopefully, we can keep these $10 in the money, and that'll be a huge amount of contracts expiring. So like about 1,300 times 100. What is that? 1.8 million shares that would have to kind of hedge for. But the 1250s, I think this is probably hopefully where we trade this week, around 1150 to 1250. And then they'll try to keep us underneath this. But I think at the end of the day, moving upward is still a win for us. And the reason I say shorts are going to lose is because the price has been going up, right? And the other thing that I want to mention is the short interest hasn't really came down. Like, yeah, we came down to like 131 at some point. But the latest, as of 20 minutes ago, is still 213. They still have about the same amount of shares. But honestly, they had these amount of shares like throughout the week, like a couple of days and stuff, and they haven't really done, like it hasn't really affected us as much anymore, right? So I'm not really too concerned about 55K shares. And it's just nice having that short volume interest there, or the short interest rate fee. And then I guess just to cover some of the short ratio, volume's going up, and so is their short ratio. So in my opinion, it just feels like they're a little bit more desperate, because they're continuing to short down on this. And I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident. Like I said, on the chart wise, this looks kind of whack, but it's because TradingView for some reason doesn't update the lines like that. That's just how it is. But yeah, we're still in an uptrend. I'm bullish on everything. I mean, we could probably do that and continue back to 11 or 1080. 1080 I think is a good number. But everything looks good there. The market, let me just go ahead and cover the market too. What is the market doing? We did have some good news too that I want to cover, and then I'll probably let you guys go. What is this? The market's still looking pretty good. I think I talked about this earlier. It looks like it's a cup and handle, which is like a bullish technical. So we could probably break out to 400 possibly. If there's no bad news in the market and anything. We're clearly staying in this trend here, this channel. So which is good, basically bouncing back and forth. So I'm expecting a retouch of 400. This is on the SPY. You can also kind of do the same thing with the QQQ. I forgot actually what I have on QQQ. It looks about the same, honestly. You could also even say that we have an ascending triangle. So basically this and doing this. So it could be to where it kind of comes down again, and then and then it finally breaks out. But we just kind of have to see how it reacts here on Monday, because obviously I think next week is a pretty big day. A lot of people are talking about the CPI and stuff. So those are definitely we're at critical supports. Or levels, I'm sorry, but honestly, I don't really think the market's going to be affected by, or Polestar is going to be affected by the market, because there's been times when the market's like red, and then like, for example, AMC, a couple others, shorted stocks were just doing their thing. And that's how I feel about Polestar right now. I think the valuation on a lot of the electric vehicles, like after you do the research and stuff, they're very overvalued. Like Lucid, I think is very overvalued, and I mean, I'm even going to say Polestar might be a little overvalued at this point. If you do like some of the math right, but the thing with Polestar is it still has that short squeeze potential. So aside from like valuation stuff, I'm holding it because it has a squeeze potential. After the squeeze potential, then I would probably reassess where I want to, start my position. It'd probably be around $8, and that's probably when I want to pick my shares up again and stuff, or because when the market does start, really accounting for those things and investors really, it's not like a bull market and valuations become something for real, then that's when you'll have to be more careful with what you invest in stuff, right? So like I think when the market gets rough, Lucid's not going to be trading at 20. It'll probably come back down. But don't want to sound like a hater right now, so I'm just not going to go there anymore. What is the other thing I wanted to share with you guys? Oh, I have a really good article. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys. This is an article that came out earlier today. Third straight session where Polestar holds above $9 support. I think this is interesting because they were talking about, I mean, I guess I can start, where should I start? So yeah, added 1.7 on Thursday, that was yesterday. We've had the high of like 1336, and today we had 5%. So we're really getting closer to the recent highs. But what's really interesting is some of the things that they added on here. And I highlighted this for some reason, 1.25 billion in cash. I think they only got like 900,000 with the 20 billion market cap. So those are just fun facts, I guess. This is what I really want to show you guys, and I think I've talked about this some of the other live streams. The EV automaker sector received a boost earlier this week about China's Ministry of Commerce, where basically, and this is some of the exemptions I was talking about yesterday for new energy vehicles, and they're also going to be building more charging stations. So the really good thing about, just giving more incentives and tax exemptions for the vehicles is like Polestar is building out a lot of their vehicles out of China. So they just really have like an advantage, I would say. I don't know. Yeah, and then it's taking steps to ensure the adequate supply and stable pricing of auto chips and related inputs. So just a lot of bullish news media that's coming out from China. And it could all be like fake, but in the short term or just from a front end, it's, pumping up the market, I guess. So this last policy may be the most important, as higher prices for battery metals have greatly increased the price of electric vehicles globally over the last year. So yeah, I think just some really good news coming out of China. And since people want to consider Polestar Chinese and stuff, and we've got like the factories out there and they're, exporting vehicles from there and stuff, just having those, really kind of help them as well, just I guess is good, right? So this one I actually didn't read any further into this, but we can kind of read into it. Yeah, they're basically talking about the test drive models where you can basically go into a showroom and test drive it before you commit to it. So they've got a few different showrooms obviously already, and I guess they're just going to continue doing that. And actually, I think they have a few showrooms that I've showed you guys in the US already. There's more coming. There's like one coming to Atlanta and a few others. So just weird places that, I thought maybe are going to be really good locations for them. So I think that's really neat. I don't really think I read most of the rest of this. I think it's just talking about, some of the other competitors. And then just kind of breaking down some of their other vehicles. But I thought this was a pretty interesting article. This is something that I guess we could read into just to kind of see where the resistance points and stuff are. And then we can kind of go back to the chart if you guys are interested. Yo, what's up, Matt Harvey? I'm invested. I have about 200 shares at an average of 8 euros. What do you think potential price per shares over near few years? So right now I'm actually I have options. They're pretty much worthless at this point. They're for next month. I think they still have potential, but then I have shares. I think the shares, honestly, like I've been telling people, I always keep it real and stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of sell most of my position on like a huge rip, short squeeze or something. That's basically what I've been talking about for the last couple weeks or couple days or whatever. That I think we have a potential of oh, my man said $8, not euros. No, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is sell most of my position just because well, I don't know, because Lucid for some reason doesn't want to come down. Like, it's kind of frustrating, honestly. But I want to sell most of my stuff just to and kind of pivot over to like more day trading and stuff. I still believe in the company. We've done tons of research, like months of research, so I think the company's good. I just I don't know. I'll probably end up selling most of my position and I'll keep some shares. But I guess back to your question, you were asking about price range for the squeeze. And we've kind of talked about that too. I definitely think we go back up to 13s for sure. And then we have the $15. I don't know if it's going to show it on here actually. Yeah, we have it up here. So I think I'll probably get rid of most of my stuff around 15, keep a little bit for the 18 squeeze, but yeah. It's just insane. The short borrow fee rate's like 200 plus. And like I showed you guys a few, I kind of always talk about this, but this is Fifi. It has like a 200% borrow fee rate, and it's done a pretty impressive run. Let's see what it actually ran up to. Let's see. So give you guys an idea, measurement. I guess from like the low, it's done a total of like 164%, which is insane, right? 164%. So let's just half that. That's like 80%. Let's go back to Polestar and do like 80%. Let's see what we got. 80%. I mean, I could probably do it in my head, but 80%. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. See where we're at. Yeah, like it's like 18 bucks. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm shooting for like $15 or $18, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Do you think we can hit $20 or even the highest loose? No, I don't think we'll hit 60, honestly. It would be really crazy. There are a few SPACs that have done like really crazy, like obviously Lucid, but there's also like this one that did some insane craziness. This was IRNT. It was another SPAC. It went up to 46, but their flow rate was like super small. It was like it's stupid small, like 43 million. So we have like 100 million right now, I believe. Let me make sure. I mean, we could do half. Let's just say half of 43 million. What do we have short? Oh, actually, we have. Do we have? Did it say we have 79? Whoa. I mean, maybe it could. I don't know. I would say. Honestly, this could go to. I'm probably going to 15 or 18, but this probably could go to like. Maybe like 25 or 30. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Just based off of the shares float, it says right, if this share float's right, it says 79 million share float right now. And then IR net. Honestly though, this was a different time though too, so I don't want to compare it to this because this was like FOMO time. Everybody was buying into everything. There was a lot of money in the market. I think a lot of people stepped away from the market, so there's not much liquidity floating around, you know. There's not people paying attention to it, you know, like all the apes and stuff. I think obviously there's apes out there still, but I think some of the apes just, you know, they got executed basically and they quit. They got wiped out. So there's definitely not that much money. Matt Harvey, I feel Polestar is a long-term stock over 5 years. Yeah, I think so too, honestly. Honestly, I like it more than Lucid, but I get a lot of hate for that, so I try not to talk that much on that. I made some good money on Lucid, actually. Like, I bought the SPAC when it was like $12. But I sold super early, and yeah, I had to take money off the table. But I think 15 to 18 is like my price range. I think looking at some of this share float, it could even do 20 to 25, 30. But I'm obviously not going to be in it for that long, to be honest. I don't want to get too distracted though. What else did I have in mind for this? I covered most of what I wanted to cover here. They're just talking about the forecast, you know, kind of shooting between 9 and 13. So a lot of people are still probably eyeing $13 as a price range. It's a resistance, so I think we'll definitely go back up and retouch it. Just, you know, just psychologically once you go back up there. I don't think there was anything else on this article though. So yeah, the only other thing I really want to cover is some of the options chain. Like I said, I have a link for this. I'm gonna post this. You know, I gotta put in the stuff for you guys so you guys can take advantage of it. And it helps the channel. This is Unusual Wells. It's pretty much good for everything options related. So take advantage of that. You can get 5% by using my link. And yeah. So today we had call volume 66%. There's more money going to the put side, so there's like $2.17 million going into put side. So like a 2-to-1 ratio, but really, and then overall the entire bullish and bearish flow. And let me know if you guys can see this on the screen, because sometimes it comes in pretty small. This is pretty crazy though. There's like $1.87 million bullish, only 58k, 588k to the bear side. And then the rest is kind of neutral, which I think I saw the order that came in that's kind of neutral is like 780k. It's really just a cross order. I think I've talked about this before. It's basically somebody buying, like let's say they buy 10 shares in one exchange At the same time somebody bought those 10, somebody sold them on the other end. So it's really just like noise. It's just trying to confuse people, I think. Like, it's a big order that came in, obviously, but somebody bought 720K and somebody sold it somewhere else at the same time. So it's really like no change in volume, really, but it still comes in because it's got to be, you know, tracked or whatever history. The things I wanted to show you guys though is we had a lot of big orders come in. Where was one here? 126K. They sold these 715 puts. So $15. Somebody's, you know, willing to sell a $15 strike put for next week. Isn't that pretty crazy? 126K. Now the spread is kind of in the middle, so that's the only thing that I would be concerned about. They're buying $15 calls. That is at 5 cents. The spread's like 4 to 5. It's only 1K, but this is what the big one was coming in at, 126. And so let's just click on the open interest. So it could be that they're closing these out, right? Well, that would be bullish. If they had puts and they're closing out their puts, that would be bullish. And they could just be taking premium. I don't know. The other one, what was the other one that I saw? 90K floor. This was a $10 put or $10 call. I'm sorry, for 7. There's a lot of 715s, a lot of 715 calls and puts, and I think there were a few other big ones. Let me see where they're at. This was the neutral one. This was the other $10 put, but some of these are like leaps. These are for like next year. And one thing I was thinking is like maybe the reason they're doing this is because they don't lose so much value day to day, right? So like mine were losing premium like super fast because of the IV, but like if you get longer dated contracts, then they don't go in value. They don't go down in value so fast. I think that's what might be happening. Let me click on the intra-trade analysis. Like I said, these are the biggest options that I was talking about. Like, it's going to be a huge week, just in general. But I want to go over here. We had a huge spike in COPE, which is bullish. But some of that can be misleading. I think like that cross order, like I mentioned, it's kind of misleading. But yeah, these are definitely going to be the interesting ones. The 1250s for next week and the $10 for next week. Where did I just go? So it looks like people are still adding to these, honestly. That's insane. They're buying them for like 48 cents, the $10, and 6 cents, the 1250s. I think that the $11 were also pretty impressive too. $11 for this week coming up. They bought 1,000 in volume. There's just a lot more volume coming in general, honestly. And see, even like those $15 puts, they're closing them out. They're either getting premium or buying them back. So yeah. So it's just a lot of money going in right now. These are the biggest option trades for today, just for today. I'm going to definitely ignore the first one, right? Like I said, it's a cross order. Then the other ones that I was talking about is the $15 put that they're selling. So they got 377K premium for that. They're selling $10 puts for like next year, next January. And then there's a second one for 715, the 15 put here. So that's like about 500K in premium just today. Like for a company like this, honestly, I've been following some of the premium on Polestar. It doesn't really get this much money usually. Like it's usually in like 5K, $500. Like it's not much. It's like 1,000 to 5,000, honestly, on average. Like order wise, I guess. But yeah, the money's coming in, so that's interesting. What else do I want to share with you guys on here? Let's just take a look at this. What's going on with the open interest? Open interest is really staying the same. What's up, June? Galumba, what's up? The leaps are likely for them hoping to be called or would convert those to shares, right? Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, thinking that the stock price would be much higher looks bullish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, he's right. June's right. Sorry, yeah, and I get nervous. Look at this bullish increase though. Let me just clear some of this out so you guys can see it. I'm gonna get rid of all that. This blue one is bullish premium. Bullish premium's coming in. Bullish premium's coming in. It's actually been increasing today. Yesterday was probably the day to get calls or whatever. Because now there's a lot more activity coming in. The bearish kind of stays the same, so that's good to see. There's not like a lot of people stepping in on the bear side. because I think everybody knows that short interest is pretty insane. Well, the little people of us that know, I don't think there's enough eyes on it just yet. Just imagine when we get a 40% day, hopefully, you know. I'm not trying to pump anything. My channel's not even big enough to pump stuff, so don't think I'm trying to do that. I'm in this with y'all, honestly. My calls are down 60%. My shares, what are my shares at? Oh, my shares are up now, actually. They were down yesterday. What are your price averages, guys? What are you guys working with over there? And this is the cope. So cope, I've already explained what cope is. Haven't I explained what cope? Maybe I haven't explained what cope is. I'm gonna turn that thing on. This is insane though. Cope is going back up. So we'll see how this works out. Cope, usually the way cope works is if it goes up, then it's more bullish premium coming in. If it comes down, it's bearish premium coming in. And we talked about this stuff yesterday, just the bullish premium. It's actually stayed above 50%, which is good. And there's more call volume actually as well. 18,000 contracts were traded, 9,000 put contracts were traded. So just like call volume has been leading ever since like last week and stuff. I think for the majority of the time, actually, call volume's just been leading. We talked about this yesterday. The one that was really crazy was this. It was a low volume day. It was like only 13 contracts, but like there was mainly call volume that day. So 89% call. So like on the 6th, that's when a lot of people started stepping in. What's the 6th? 6th was Wednesday. Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of activity coming in, obviously. The put to call ratio, there's a 58% bullish premium today. 63 was yesterday. So yesterday, a lot of people were probably anticipating today's move. The thing that's actually really frustrating for me though is like my premium has not gone up for real. Wait, hold up. It did go up, but it's not reflecting the stock, honestly. Which actually I'm gonna pull up the IV on just Polestar and see what we're working with right now. But let me see. My options went up today because I bought some yesterday, so I brought my average down. And they went up today. They're up 17%, but I'm still down like 58%. So. Yeah, it's not like the best, but this is good. Our IV's coming down. I want our IV to come down. Well, if you don't have a position, you want low IV, because then when you buy and it starts running up, then your IV goes up. I guess I would want IV to stay up so my premium can hold its value, but I don't know. At this point, just go to the moon. How about that? Catch me outside. This is Market Chameleon, by the way. I'm not affiliated to them or nothing. I just like using the 30-day implied volatility chart. You can go historically and see where the IV's been. The higher the IV, the more you're paying for premium, basically. And because people are expecting moves, it's called implied move or whatever, implied volatility. So my dumbass was buying calls up here, like when it first started. Not today, like up here, over here, my bad. So that's why my premium lost so much money. Like it lost so much value like overnight because I was buying with the highest IV, and then IV started coming down. And the IV is built into your contracts. So when the price stays the same, but the IV, so the price stays the same, the IV starts going down, you're still losing money. So it's not just like DK like theta or whatever. It's like I don't know all the Greek terms, honestly. I'll be honest with y'all. But yeah, when this price starts staying the same and then the IV starts coming down, then your premium starts coming down. Even though the prices, you're like, well, yeah, you guys know how options work, right? I don't gotta explain that. I think that's all I have for today. Do you guys have any questions? I don't want to keep these videos too long. If you guys, I mean, I love to chat, but if you guys, people want me to do a collab with other YouTubers, I'm actually down. I don't have any names. If you guys have any names I can do, like reach out, or somebody, if you guys want to do a collab with me, reach out to me. You guys can message me on Twitter, and you guys can message me on Instagram, Twitter, or comment on the video, put it in the chat, whatever you guys want. If you guys want me to do collabs, I asked if you guys wanted me to do a collab with somebody, and you guys said yes, but I didn't get any names, so I can't. Just let me know. It'll be awesome. Something weird happened Tuesday. I could not explain it, but when the market opened, my calls were up 100%. Then 2 minutes later, it went, yeah. Actually, that happened to me too. I was going to close the call, but it was just fast. Yeah, I think that's normal. I don't know. Are you on Robinhood? I buy some of my stuff on Robinhood. I think it's just the chains updating because it happens to me too. Like I was like, what the fuck? I'm up, you know. But I don't think you would have been able to sell. I think it's just the chains updating. But yeah, I saw that too because I was like, fuck, I made my money back. But nah, yeah, a few minutes after, then it just went back down. It went down actually after it updated. Um, I want to talk about some other stocks though. If you guys are interested in other stocks, you guys have any tickers you guys want me to look at? This is one that I'm trying to play. This is Lucid. A lot of people don't like me because I'm playing Lucid. I got put for it. This is what I see. It's an ascending triangle, which is actually a bullish pattern, right? But it's basically, I think it has like one more leg down before it continues going back up. So I was getting puts on it. And then honestly, also like there's like a bear flag right here, or a bull trap. I'm sorry. Like it comes up to the resistance, and then these wicks. These are bear traps or bull traps. I'm sorry. And so I think tomorrow or Monday we're gonna probably come back down to like 1830. Probably low 18s at the very least, like 1870 or something like that. That's what I'm thinking for Lucid. What did I say the market was doing? The market's bullish, so TD Ameritrade. Oh, yeah, I have TD Ameritrade too. I don't use that much. I just buy my shares on TD Ameritrade. But I think it's just in general the market just they be on that bullshit, you know. SOLX is good. What is SOXL? Sorry, I said SOLX. What is this? Semiconductor? Oh, this is this the ETF for semiconductors? I use SOX. Is that the same one or no? What's going on with this? Is this something you bought? What do you be doing? What do you be doing with this? This looks like it's an ETF, no? Oh, it's a 3 times share. Oh, actually I might add this to my list. Thank you, sir. Is it 3 times the SOX? 3 times long or something? Yeah, bull. Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir. I'm gonna add this. You kind, sir. I have SOX, SOXX, I think. I put it on the... Yeah, I'm trying to scroll this thing to the top. I'll do it later. I'll just finish it right now. It's like T... Okay, yeah. Yeah, pick that one up. Appreciate you, sir. You a good man. You a good man. I got some... I don't know. See, y'all, you guys are watching me scroll this thing into my watch list. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that. See, I have this bad boy right here. But I guess this one's 3 times that. Is that what it is? This is actually interesting. Does this have contracts? I might be down to play this. I made some good money on Nvidia. Like, when was it? Let me make sure I did all the... we talked about volume, historical volume, right? I'm sure you guys can go back and kind of watch that in a bit. I didn't talk about this. The 5 biggest headlines. We can talk about this. Basically, it's the same thing as what I was talking about with China and stuff. About... What did I say? Yeah, just the... Well, there's like 2 headlines. There's 5 headlines for Tesla. The 250 deliveries, I think that's kind of baked in already now, so nobody cares about deliveries. Pauses. This was actually kind of weird to me. They paused the plant after ending shaky quarter with production. I don't know the reasoning behind this, why they ended up halting production. It is unclear how much operations will be affected. If anybody knows, just let me know in the comments. I'll be curious to know. But you know, usually Elon's I don't know why I say Elon. Elon's like usually ahead of the game and stuff. So maybe this is like kind of foreshadowing other companies going into production halts or something. I don't know why they did this. If anybody knows, put in the chat. The third thing is the Chinese government. We kind of talked about that. The Commerce has expressed support for sales of new and used vehicles, subsidies for both battery electrics and plug-in vehicles, and then Tesla produces and distributes many vehicles in China, so does Polestar. So all this is like just good for, you know, EVs coming out of China. And then number 4, this is actually big. This is the US supercharger. So basically Tesla is going to be expanding their EV charging network to like other vehicles that are non-Tesla. So like Ford, Polestars, actually Lucids, like this is good just for like the EV sector in general, because it kind of just incentivizes people to get an electric vehicle, especially with the gas prices and everything. But also, it's going to be a good business plan for Tesla. Like it creates a new business revenue for them, so that's neat. And then number 5, I didn't really care for. They're just hiring new people or something. Workers are in hot demand at Apple. So the main things is definitely the superchargers, and I think the Chinese government thing, and then the Chinese halts, which is kind of weird. So let me read some stuff. Waiting on the next dip, then it should go up nicely, especially when it gets close to earnings. Which one is that? Is that talking about stocks? Don't semiconductors are having earnings this week? Let me take a look. We can go to this unusual whales. Let's look at the earnings coming up. See if we got earnings next week. Earnings Whisper will have their stuff ready next week, but let's just go ahead and take a look. Unusual Whales usually has their stuff posted. This is for next week, Monday. I don't think there's really anything posted. These are all weird. Fast. Oh, Delta Airlines reports next week. Oh, SOL. Oh, SOXOL? Sox Long. I think that's what it's called, right? Sox Long or something. Dude, I didn't know airlines are reporting next week. It looks like Delta Airlines reports next week, next Wednesday. So I might be playing that going into in JP Morgan. So next week, banks report. And so we'll have, next week's going to be huge, honestly. Just Polestar outside. Polestar is going to have a huge week in general. But we also have bank reports, earnings. And then we also have what the CPI data coming out. Then we also have a few interesting earnings. So not till August. Oh, those are the semiconductors. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the ones that are showing up right now is Delta. The only other ones I see here, what is that? That's the only one I see that's important to me, honestly. TSM, this is a semiconductor. TSM, Jets ETF. This one's a good one, actually. Juhan, is that how you say it? TSM is the Taiwan semiconductor, is that right? I think they report earnings. Yeah, they report like next week, July 15th. Taiwan. So there's a little play for your stocks thing that you're talking about. By the way, you guys can do this by just signing up for Unusual Whales. It's actually free. I put the link there. Cintas, that's like the little Clorox stuff, right? I don't care about them. So semiconductors might be, this is gonna be big actually. The Thursday. I'll see how I end up playing this. They're gonna report before earnings. They usually always beat earnings, honestly. So I'll probably get calls for them, but we'll see how the IV and everything looks. I'll talk about it later in like, there's another bank here. I'll talk about TSMW or whatever, TSM. I'll talk about it on Twitter closer to it. But we have big banks. We have JP Morgan, Citibank, PNC. I think it's a trash bank, but Citibank, JP Morgan is pretty good. Wells Fargo, trash, but we'll see how they do. And I think Goldman Sachs was Bank of America, kind of trash. IBM starts reporting Friday. Yeah, we got some big earnings. TSM is good. Yep. So go on there and check out Unusual Whales. I put the link there. You guys can save 5%. And honestly, I think there might be, is this the only airlines for this week? Delta Airlines? I feel like American Airlines and United Airlines, are they not on here? Maybe not. Metro Boomin wants some more. So yeah, big week. Let me look at the investor.com. Let's just take a look at the events, because I know the homie's talking on Wednesday, right? FOMC or what CPI data comes out Wednesday. Let me just take a look. Yeah. You guys know the events for next week? You guys don't mind posting them down. What's the biggest event for next week? Here we go. We're gonna omit all the other filters. Let's go clear all and then just use US. Okay, here we go. Apply. Okay, this is for next week. These are all the these are all the events for next week. July 13, CPI, core CPI for June. That's gonna be big. Comes out at, it comes before in the morning. So that'll be 8:30 Eastern. What else is happening? Monday might be chill. FOMC speaker, we have a FOMC speaker, that's it, nothing big. Trends index, employment trend index, OPEC monthly reports. Pretty chill day, I guess, up until Wednesday. The crude oil stock, I guess, could be something, but they do that every week. It's what it looks like. So nah, we're chilling. CPI, I guess, is the main thing, right? Gasoline inventories, crude oil imports. I think I'm bullish on oil still, honestly. Are you guys bullish on oil? Continuing jobless claims. this thing right here, bro, for real. Core PPI, the producer index or whatever. This is the, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Producer price index, yeah, what the producer is paying. It's the measures the change in selling of goods and sold by producers, excluding food and energy. Yeah, that's what people are paying to produce it, right? That's what this basically means. PPI, not PPI year over year. So really, the PPI will be big. The CPI will be big. Consumer, damn, and then jobless claims. I don't think nobody speaks though. Nobody like big speaks. The homie doesn't speak. Daddy Powell. So we got big events, mainly all on Wednesday. What did I say? Thursday. Thursday PPI and jobless claims. Jobless claims, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And then core retail sales will be big actually too. It's just gonna be a nasty week, honestly, I think. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you guys make sure you guys write these down because definitely gonna move the market. You can make some money. You can lose a lot of money too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys have anything else for me? Any tickers you guys need me to cover? I can put them up on the chart real quick. The drip went up more than 100. The drip in 2 weeks, 1100%. What is the drip? I got drip though. I got drip. You might be. I can't believe this thing is down here. Honestly, they always TSM for some reason I think always beats. Yeah, they always beat. Like, yeah, they always beat on earnings. Like the last time they beat or missed was last year July, which might be an indication of what's coming. I don't know. Let me see. This one is for June and July, so it might be a miss. Might be a miss. But they always beat, dude. Like out of like let's say 7 or 8, they always beat. Now the price movement, whatever happens between the price, I haven't really followed up on it. But they always beat earnings. I think TSM is one of the best semiconductors out there, right? It does have a little gap right there. Oh, the drip. The drip is oil. The drip is oil. Should I look that up? Is this one right here? Oh, drip. Okay, I thought you were talking about ice. Ice, drip, drip. I'm gonna slap it on there, add it to my watch list. Thank you, sir. I love oil. I love oil. I follow it through Brent oil, the US Brent oil, which is actually crazy because I was actually very bullish on oil. It was on this uptrend for the most part. Let me just go to the 1 hour. I like the 1 hour chart a lot. I was bullish. Like, it just held this uptrend. It pulled back. It kept holding this uptrend, and then it bounced back here, and I played it. You know, just oil's been bullish, but now it does look like it's underneath, and it's having trouble getting back up. So I'm actually really confused what's going on with oil. What do you guys think will happen with oil? Like, there's so much FUD out there. There's so much, like, conflicting data. There's so much conflicting news. Like, it's like China's relocking down. Like, if China locks back down again, then oil's going to come back down because less demand. If it doesn't lock down, then it's going to spike because of demand. And then they're talking about limiting oil to $40 to $60. So that's actually bullish for oil. So it's really, really hard to trade oil right now. It was easy back here. But Polestar pop end of year, Polestar 3 will be fire. Yes, sir. I agree. I agree. If you guys love Polestar, make sure to hit the like button for me. That's all I ask. Help your boy out. But yeah, no, Polestar is good, man. We're chilling with Polestar. Shorts are screwed. You know, they're gonna get squozed. What can I say about Polestar? We've done the DD. The DD is done. Like one of my homies says, the DD is done. He's a big AMC ape, and he talks about how the DD is already done. He just has to hold now. I lost a lot of money on AMC, so I don't touch that anymore, but he still has some shares. So I just hope China don't invade Taiwan. Ooh, you know, they might do it. I wish Trippy would come on here because he would talk some Taiwan, some solid DD on there for you. Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, it's free. I'll put that in the link. We've actually been more active now. There's been more people. I mean, I kind of talk the most in here, but yeah, this is Trippy right here. Trippin', he's one of the homies, the OGs. If you guys want to join the Discord, there's a link down in the description. It's been more active. I'm not gonna promote it because it's not like a, you know, not a dope Discord, but over time it's gonna become something, I think. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just wish people would be more active so it can kind of just everybody gets to know each other, but it's not an easy time right now in the market, so I'm not mad though. Everything God has a plan for everybody, and He's got it laid out. We just gotta wait and just follow it, you know? Just stay on your road. Keep your head down and keep moving forward, you know? I just hope China don't invade. Yeah, so semiconductors, what do you guys want to talk about? I think I'm about to wrap it up. Nobody has any questions. What were we talking about? Taiwan, right? I think they'll probably beat, honestly. I would be willing to take that bet, you know, because out of all these, you know, back till 2020, they've only missed once. So I would like 1 out of 9, 1 out of 10, like 10% that they'll miss. Like I would take a bet on it. And I think their move could be pretty big. It could probably even move back up too. Let's look at the implied move for them, actually. We can do that. We can go to unusual whales, type in Taiwan semiconductors. We can see their implied move. It's going to be only 6%. The fuck? 6% implied move for TSMW. TSM. I don't know why the fuck I added. So 6% from here. Let's go ahead and slap that on. 6%. 6%. So $5. So up to 86. So about $5. But it'll probably be trading a little bit higher from there. So it could be trading, just depending on how the market is. It probably would be trading around here. Let's just say it trades at 85. And then 6% from there would be another 5. So maybe up to 90. I must be coaching because I'm not playing with them. Oops. Yep. I just hope China... Yeah, I think that's everybody. I think... I don't have anything else to offer for you guys. Don't want to drag on this video too much. Talked about all that. Short interest, we've talked about all that for Polestar. 213 bears are basically, or shorts. We talked about all the options, a lot of bullish activity. Biggest orders, I showed you guys the biggest orders. What else did I show you guys? I think that's it. Oh, IV's coming down, so I think it's a good time to start getting contracts if you guys are trying to play this to the upside. The IV has been coming down. Like, you guys are lucky if you guys are getting contracts down here. Dude, the IV, what, it's like a 71. It's what, you guys are blessed. You guys are blessed to have IV this low. I got this back up here at 130. Like, that's why my shit lost so much value. I might just pull the trigger and double down on all my my positions, because I can get everything for like half off right now, what I paid for. I could just double my position for half the price. I might honestly do that because I'm bullish on Polestar, honestly. I probably shouldn't, but I might. We'll see. If I do, obviously I'll let you guys know. There's a lot of call volume though, and this is actually a pretty good little website. I'm not affiliated, but yeah, you can see there's more call volume. Historically, there's been more call volume. I think that's it. We also talked about economic. I'm gonna close that out. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, or definitely, June said I did. What do you mean you did? All I was gonna say is you guys can follow me on Twitter. I be trolling on here, but I post a lot of good stuff. And I try to help people out. I reply to a lot of people. So follow me if you guys are interested in learning more about trading, Polestar, or whatever. I'll be trolling on here though, so don't get mad at me. But yeah, and then you guys can check out all the links I have up here. I'm a partner with TradingView. This is probably the best trading charting platform out there. And then I'm a partner with Unusual Whales. So I post free flow on here. So if you guys might not know, but I post free flow on here, like tons of free flow. Oops, a lot of trolling in there, but yeah, a lot of trolling. But I post free flow, so you guys check it out if you guys want it. And I try to help people out. I mean, I don't get paid for none of this stuff on Twitter. So, double down on pin seat. Oh, you did. Okay, yeah. No, honestly, I might do that too, actually. Just because I'm getting a good discount. The IV came down, so that's the biggest thing. Hey, June, I appreciate you showing up to the stream and being so supported and just being chatty and stuff. I appreciate that. Thank you. Leland, I appreciate your comments. And Matt Harvey was in here too, so... shout out for them doing the DD on the weekend. They could be out partying and stuff, but they're in here with me, you know, charting shit up and waiting for Monday. You know, what do we do on the weekends when the market's closed? You know, we gotta find something to do. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you guys have any YouTubers you guys want me to collab with, put them in the chat or in the comments when you're watching this later. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything you do for me. Make sure to hit the like button if you can. I know it's hard to do that for people, but it would mean a lot to me. And check out the links if you guys are interested. I have everything in the description. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you need anything, just message me on Twitter, and I'll try to help you guys where I can. I'm signing out. Keep moving forward. God is good. Love you guys. Peace. Yes, sir.